He's not fast. He's not strong. He's not the most
All right,
flexible.
relax.
No,
There's always somebody strong. There's always somebody.
no, but it's true.
No,
Like,
I would say I'm an overall good athlete, but I'm not like I'm not a freak of nature by any means.
not like some of these guys like a Musakayev or, a Jordan Burroughs kind of guy that's just, just got
But
it
this
all.
guy just is
Super
gifted with
athlete, yeah.
talent and can just go. I was never like that guy that's got talent, but I've always had really good skill from, with wrestling and building onto
And I think that's where I ran into a buddy of mine because of my jiu-jitsu background, but only about a year ago or so. I was introduced to John Danaher, not in person, but because I was talking, they said, well, you sound a lot like John. And now I'm not at that level anywhere close to John. He's a legend, okay? I'm
in
just
jiu-jitsu.
In jiu-jitsu. But what he talks
I'll
about...
give you my opinion just on just go ahead, keep on.
Yeah, but what he talked about, I agree on some of the things that he talks about, like skill development. I've always talked about. He talks about handicap training. I've always put Stefan in handicap situations in wrestling, even when he was 8, 9, 10 years old. I'd put him flat on his belly, locked on a leg, and if you can finish from there, you can learn how to get up and get out of these bad situations. And I'm going, I mean, we talked about this yesterday a little bit when we came through here a little bit. Didn't we talk about the common denominator of success, whether it's business, whether it's fighting, whether it's basketball?
Same thing. Same success leaves clues and
Principles.
the same things.
Yeah. So
How you do one thing is how you do everything. There was, I think, a little piece where you even said like, your YouTube channel, like same format of executing whatever it is, that you're doing, like, world class, baby, world, whatever
World
you said,
champs and everything
something
we
like
do.
in everything we do. Yeah,
That's
you said that.
Mike
Like a little
coined
thing,
that
little
one for
piece,
me.
little piece that I pick up on.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I recorded that piece of you. What was it about? I think what I've learned in the 20 years of wrestling, and how your dad told you about don't worry about winning. I want you to focus on getting better every year, improving your skill set.
Yeah,
and I
I mean-
recorded that piece and sent it to my daughter.
Well, it's true, because what happens when you said about parents and things like that, what I learned was just watching these other parents, and I learned from other dads. Like I only didn't learn it from coaches. I watched dads, and there was a guy, Bob Sherg. He had 5 sons wrestling when my son was wrestling, and the way he conducted himself, I wanted to be like that guy. They're crying, they're coming to him, he's consoling him, he's calm, he's relaxed. And, I was going crazy early on, and being one of those crazy dads, right? And then I learned that, you know what? I love my kid more than I love the sport.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that was very important. And then, on to what you said there is it's important for us to keep that in mind, because otherwise we can get carried away because we're so competitive that we can lose that. And that's where we never lost that because I care about him more than I care about the sport of wrestling and his well-being mentally, because parents can really mess their kids up here and put them back a long ways, don't you think?
Oh,
Stefan?
yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, I think growth mindset, though, is something a lot of people aren't born with that mindset. Some people are, but like
You
once
can learn it, right?
Yeah, and
Just like anything, right?
You can, yeah, you can. It's something like you can acquire, and it takes a little time of practicing, I think. But like understanding that, like, it's almost a way of living more than it is like I learned this for wrestling or something, or for whatever, jiu-jitsu, combat. You kind of have to understand that's like how life kind of goes. And, you face these challenges, you face these adversities, and you fail, or things don't go the way that you want. But you have to like overcome that and know that like each time you do this, that when you go into the what's next, right? You go into the next phase afterwards, you're trying to recover or learn. You have to learn from those things, and knowing like you just have to take the positives away and learn to not repeat the negative things. And I've always been somebody though, and it's probably one of my best characteristics, but sometimes it's a little bit annoying. But I'm just always really good at knowing whenever something happens to me in life that isn't good. There's a piece of me deep down inside of that like gets kind of excited to see what now after this adversity happens, that like I'm excited to see where this will take me now. And most people are like devastated and they don't know what to go on from there. But like, for example, like if a freaking zombie apocalypse came in, or like if COVID happened and wiped everybody out or something, I'd be kind of the guy like, oh, this is going to be interesting how we can handle this and like how I can survive. Like this is like crazy for this to happen. So like, and in wrestling, it's the same.